Back and at dinner time, you always want to leave your guests wanting just a little bit more. And today, Nikki from Sweet Encounter is going to show us just exactly how to do that with her holiday hors d'oeuvres. Welcome, Nikki. Thank you. I love seeing you, ladies. Group hug. We love you. There we go. This is how you start off on the holidays.
I know, exactly. Yes, which is so fun. You are known for your fabulous sweets, but we're getting a little savory today.
Yes.
And what's fun is you brought stuff that's, of course, gluten-free, which is important. This week, we're celebrating what? Gluten-free?
Yes, National Gluten-Free Baking Week to raise awareness because everyone is eating and enjoying great foods this week, right?
Yes.
So just being mindful that there are people who maybe can't have what you have, so maybe you can switch it up a little bit and still taste really good.
Look at that. A win-win, especially when you're going to holiday parties or you're hosting, you don't know everybody that's there.
Exactly.
So this is good to make it with them in mind.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, a win-win.
A win-win.
All right, so let's start thinking about our guests, and we're doing that with the mini beef Wellington. Nikki, how did you even come up with this recipe?
Okay, well, first of all, I love a beef Wellington.
Okay.
And then I thought, you know what? It's so good to have it bite-sized. And it's so great when you can pass, you know, when you're at a dinner or, you know, have a dinner party and you don't want to have like a big plate or something.
No.
Just a little bit, right? Just a little taste of this, a little taste of that.
And make them want more after that.
On the edge of their seat.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, can you tell me the recipe? It's like, well, you know. But I do share.
Okay.
So, yes. So that's what I decided to do because I was like, you want to have it bite-sized. You got that nice piece of meat in there with the puff pastry all around it.
I love it.
Yes.
That is so pretty.
Right there.
So
Wow.
good.
And like a little cute little garnish right on top.
Yes, because you put some thyme inside of it because you use a little bit of, you got to have some fresh herbs. And so I got a fresh thyme right on, because it's right on time.
Right on time. Okay, well, speaking of time, really quickly, how long does that actually take for you to make?
It actually takes no time. So basically, you get your puff pastry out, you cut it into those small sizes, then you pan sear your sirloin. You get it sirloin beef, right? Pan sear that for like 3 minutes on each side because you want it to be red still in the middle, right? Yes. Because it's going to cook a little bit more in the oven for about 15 minutes. But really, you can put together like a dozen of those in probably less than 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it doesn't take much time at all.
That's nice, especially when you're going, and you're worrying about what the kids are wearing, what you're wearing, but you can just pop those in the oven.
And pop them in the oven.
And boom, bada bang.
And then you look like you're a chef.
It does.
No, seriously.
It does. It's fancy. And we got to talk about what's right next to it. A bacon jam crostini.
Yes.
What? And tell us how we make it.
Okay, yes, I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay. So you take you got to get your gluten-free bread, right? And you can buy this gluten-free bread in the store. But basically, you're going to get some garlic and some butter. Get the real garlic. Don't use that fake garlic in the store.
Not in the jar?
No garlic. I'm sorry.
Okay,
no.
fine. No
Get
garlic.
that fresh garlic, some salt and pepper. You see that right on there? And then I take some goat cheese and I put, again, some fresh herbs in there. And then you just smear that on.
Okay.
And then the bacon jam, now listen, you got to fry that bacon. I know people don't eat bacon, but listen, I don't know what I would do without bacon. But you fry that bacon and you caramelize your onions. And then you get the bacon jam. And so then you use some balsamic vinegar. And then you just top it with your microgreens. And the microgreens are actually healthy for you.
So it's a good balance.
It's a good balance because you got that bacon, that fat, but then you got a little good balance there. So I got one for both of you.
Oh my gosh.
All
right,
now,
so
it's really,
while we try it, can you tell us, because I know you taught this at a class.
I did.
So talk a little bit about going into the new year, what classes you have to offer.
Yeah, so in the new year, you have to come visit us at Sweet Encounter, where we will definitely sweeten your day. We got some Valentine's Day classes coming up, so you and your boo can come and learn how to cook and bake together.
You're already sweetening my day right now.
I told you, that bacon with that is sweet, because it has balsamic vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar.
Oh my gosh.
It's really good. So you can learn these kind of things. We had this class last week. We had a full class. People loved it. And like I said, Valentine's Day is coming up. So we got cooking classes for kids in the new year too in January. So we got something for kids and for adults. We did a private class just yesterday. For a company just yesterday. They came in for their holiday party and they celebrated with us.
Oh, how exciting.
How exciting. We have that information right there on the screen so you can mark your calendar for that.
But thank you.
Thank you. And from Savory Treats to Santa Claus, after